and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Tennessee Titans. A lot has changed since these two met in Super Bowl 34, and off we go between the Rams and Titans.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go. Come on.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Mariota to throw it. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald with a sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowl punter the last 2 years. That's Brett Kern to kick it for Tennessee. JoJo Natson back deep. Fielded just inside the 30. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Five. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
Out of the gun, Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. Gets him to the 42.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Yes, sir. Mark 59, Mark. Check 59. Go. Hey, high 7. 5'9", Mike 5'9". Tighten up. Pull it together.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff going up top. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because a strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Double.
to start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. They keep it with Henry on first down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Samson Ebukam coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Mariota. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
3rd and long here for Mariota. He finds Humphreys. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Mariota on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Samson Ebukam able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw Mariota. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Bravo. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
From the gun, here's Goff. He gets it to Gurley, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Hey, exit. I smell fear in that offense. Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, D.
Goff on 3rd down. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
14. Hey, Charlie. Check. Watch 54. Watch the screen.
Again, Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be caught. But out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down.
Hey, watch the slant. Hold on. Check. Hey, Echo. Check. 59.
Goff throwing again. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Mark 55. Watch the pass. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. And that is going to be incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mariota gives to Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Right now in the 2nd quarter on the defensive side, they got to feel pretty good about what they're doing.
They should embrace the feeling they have now, embrace the way that they're...
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach. because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
2nd and 10, Goff again. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Launching one for Henderson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jeffrey Simmons able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 20. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Let him know. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. All day.
Here's Goff. This one to the left to Higbee. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
3rd and 2, Goff. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
They're going to go for it. It's Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Alpha.
To the air again. Goff. Steps away to his left. And that's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Goff. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
17.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 4th down, Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Goff out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and goal, Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
3rd and goal, Gurley. Well, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Aaron Donald picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
I'm not so crazy about where they decided to run that play, but I like the play itself because if you continue to run it and show it, you're going to create openings that you hope to exploit later in the game.
Now Brown, he lost the football, and the Rams have got it back. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Super 66.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a second down. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Goff now looks to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now it's Gurley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Zerline's kick is up and through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Well, it took a while to get anything on the scoreboard, but we finally have our first points of the contest.
So the question now becomes, can they make this one stand up? In the way that these defenses have played, those 3 points almost look like 30, don't they?
Yeah, those 3 points look like a miracle right now.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. From the gun, Mariota. Caught right side, it's Lewis. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Mariota to Lewis on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Mariota. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Aaron Donald in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. The Titans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Mariota hands to Henry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Defense, let's go. Check 43.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and not all W's are created equal.